What's going on YouTube? Mark Fleetwood here. Welcome back to the Daily Grind Trader. Tonight's video, we're going to get together in harmony. Yeah, I can't sing. I don't know what I'm doing with that. I should probably edit that out. But we're going to talk about Harmony 1. We're going to talk about Harmony. And you guys know from a video I did about a week or so ago, it's one of my top low cap coins. I really enjoy this coin. I think there's a lot of potential with it. It's a low cap. There's a lot of potential moves to the upside, even much higher than its previous all-time high. With that being said, we're going to take a look at this chart here in a moment, so stick around. There's a lot to go over. All right, everybody, before we get started, please, if you get the opportunity, follow me on Twitter at MarkTheDGT with all the underscores. You see them all there. Also, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you like this content, if you like these technical analysis. It means a ton to me. And if you're feeling super generous and you want to be awesome, throw a tip out there. I'll have my Ravencoin and my Ethereum addresses linked in the description so that you can contribute to the Mark Needs Some New Freaking Teeth Fund, some new chompers. So all that out of the way, let's hop into the charts. So we're starting here on Harmony on the weekly chart. You can see that we've actually got some bullish momentum going, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. Lowest low points here, we double bottomed and really just retested this bullish order block. So this last sell candle took out the low, made a lower low, and then buying pressure just exploded off of that candle, came back down, retested it, and then held, and that area held as a support with that order block, and now price is starting to move up off of it again. And on a weekly, this area right here was our last lower high before this lowest low. Price blew through it, and you see it blew through with conviction, with displacement, like I always talk about. When you're trying to break highs, when you're trying to change the structure, or you're trying to identify a change of structure or a change of character, then you've got to look for displacement like that to make sure that the move does have some power with it. You know, it's got some oomph to it. So, you know, price moved all the way up, and then this area here around just under 3 cents, and say that this is going to be a level of resistance that, you know, will likely be an area where price will struggle to break through around 2.939, 2.94 cents. Somewhere in that range, just a hair under 3 cents. We might wake up to 3 cents. If we condense this down a little bit, we go into the daily time frame. We can take a look and see if we can find an area where we can look for better entries. And I can see where support flipped, or this resistance flipped in this previous high, and it flipped and became a support here, was a support here, was a support here again before it broke through. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a resistance here around 1.55. The biggest concern is going to be where we at with lower lows and lower highs. So lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and this just barely made a lower high. So here is where we need to break to make sure that we have changed structure. After this point, no single candle, no daily candle even made a wick above the candle previous. So this candle here on the 6th did not wick above the 5th, the 7th did not wick above the 6th, the 8th did not wick above the 7th, so on and so forth until we made our lowest low here. Now, in order to make sure this is not just another lower high that could potentially go even lower and retest this order block, this price needs to break, looking about what is this? What is the exact high here? 1.4771. 1.4771 has to break, and you would like to see that break with conviction. And if this breaks, you'd like to see a strong enough break to break through the 1.55 as well and clear both of this, clear this entire zone. You don't want to get stuck in there. And then we'll look for fair value gaps on a daily time frame. And there's one that I see right now that obviously is not confirmed because there's still 19.5 hours left in the day. But if this doesn't wick down, then we will have a fair value gap here where buying pressure has obviously outpaced the selling pressure. The prices had to go up, and price will want to fill this gap here eventually. At some point, price is going to want to fill that gap. Going to put liquidity where there is not currently any liquidity. And if we go even further in, now you can pinpoint this down to the 4 hour, to the 1 hour, however you see fit. Now with the 1 hour, You see this level here was actually our most recent hourly lower high before this price really sank down and we started making a run to the upside. We kept making higher lows. All these little higher highs, this is all consolidation until this line broke. So on the hourly chart, we have broken to a change of structure. We have changed structure. This was our last lower high. Now we've made our first higher high off of that. So now that should start to cascade. Ideally, you see the hourly, then the 4 hour, then the daily, and so on and so forth. And you see how that'll work out. You know, these are all kind of fractal moves. You can go as low as you want. You can go down to the 15-minute or the 5-minute or the 1-minute. You see the change of character on the 1 minute, you see the change of character then on the 5, then on the 15, if everything happens. Now, there is also a lot more noise on those lower time frames. The 1 minute can change and then flip right back because it's just noise. The 15-minute can change and flip right back because it's just noise. Especially with crypto, I prefer to trade the longer time frames now. I've been burned way too many times trying to scalp crypto. But here it looks like Harmony has indeed made a fresh higher high and flipped. I'm going to call this the micro view on the hourly chart. Has flipped structure, changed character on the micro on the hourly chart, and we sort of start making it push up and break these levels here. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to call it here. That's going to be the video. I'm getting a lot of thunder, a lot of background noise. Wow, just as I said thunder. I don't know if you guys could hear that. We'll see if it comes through, but when I get this video posted, edited, and render it and all that stuff before I potentially lose power. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry I had to kind of cut it short. As always, until next time, peace.